This week on Super Neat Show, Veloci-rapture, Thanksgiving, and don't be a doubter, Thomas. Good day and welcome to episode 14. Baker's Dozen plus one.
Ooh, go to the special bakery for a buy 13 get one free special.
Yep.
Saying it all the time.
Shout out to Georgia, who's chilling with us virtually in a studio far, far away. Also, shout out to Mom, who reminded us that Slim Jim is biblical. She referred to James 1:19. Says, "My dear brothers and sisters, take note of this. Everyone should be quick to listen, slow to speak, and slow to become angry."
Slim Jim does a wonderful job at all three of those.
He's just straight slow.
Attaboy, Jim.
High five.
Tell me about your mug.
Sorry, it's leaving my eyes. We are merry and bright.
Ooh.
Mary, did you bright?
That's your baby mug. I've got this nifty green leaf styled mug going on over here. It is cool looking and contains my beverage. Very well.
So it's practical.
And beautiful.
And it has to do with landscaping.
What?
But what doesn't?
Both worlds. Yeah.
Any Google searches this week?
I did. So I was down in Eloy on Monday.
Must be beautiful this time of year.
All that long underwear. And it was, I was working on a potential project down there for a fire pit. So one of the things I looked up, I was trying to show them examples of what a flagstone cap would look like. So I had a few photos of that. And then I wound up staying down there later than I thought I was going to. So I also started looking up different restaurants around Casa Grande.
Are you going to say hotels?
Not that late. That would be pretty bad.
Start looking up flights to New Zealand.
No, but the two things that sounded the best, they didn't have anything close by. I was looking at like a Taco Bell or a Del Taco or else like a Fazoli's. And I couldn't find either of those anywhere by, so.
I'm pretty sure the nearest Fazoli's is in like Oklahoma.
That's true, they used to exist. What about you? Any Google searches?
Denny's Wi-Fi.
Makes sense to me.
Who is this Denny?
And why does he need all this Wi-Fi? Denny, fetch me a Danish.
Oh, Denny's boy, the waffles show. Anyway, so what made you smile this week?
What made you smile this week?
Went to car show this weekend.
Oh, yeah?
So what's not to smile about that? Go with Dad. He's been working on Old Yeller, getting the body did up a little bit. And yeah, it was fun. Drove Old Yeller into the lot. The other thing is this shirt. It says Veloci-rapture.
That's a pretty stellar shirt.
Got it at a store in Chandler called Attic Salt, which is also our $5 word of the week.
Whoa.
Attic Salt is, it's two words, but it's one noun. That's it. It just means dry, delicate wit.
Dry but delicate wit.
And I gotta put my feet up. But what made you smile?
So on Sunday, we all hung out and we watched one of our favorite Christmas films, which is it's an old classic called It Happened on Fifth Avenue. Y'all should check it out if you haven't seen it. It's a pretty cute film, but there's...
Not to oversell it, but if you've never seen it, you've never experienced Christmas.
Or just happiness in general. There's a couple of scenes. Mostly what I get a kick out of is the special effects. It shows them walking down the street of Manhattan, and the wind is just out of control.
See it for yourself. The famous homes of
Oh dear, it's fantastic. Dog's ears are flying around in the wind. Superhero of the faith. Here we are to save the day. What if we go with Thomas?
Tommy boy.
Oh, Tommy boy.
Your Denny's waffles shining.
So Thomas, as you may remember him as Didymus, which is actually a little bit more catchy. Good old Diddy boy.
P. Diddy.
P. Diddy. T. Diddy.
T. Diddy.
He's dropping a new record later this year. T. Diddy strikes again with Deucatonics.
Yeah.
So we've got Thomas, of course, is famously remembered for his doubting. He's like, man, check it out, Thomas, Jesus is alive. And Thomas is like, I don't know about that, I didn't see it. It's like, no, it's true. He's like, all right, if I can feel it and touch it and see it and smell it and
So they do the little nose wiggle and Jesus magically appears. Thomas is like, nah, I don't know, I've seen other things like this.
And Jesus is like, nah, man, check it out.
You can touch it.
And then eventually Thomas is like, it's true.
What?
Rocket scratch, wiggity way. And that's about the point when Thomas turns into non-doubting Thomas. That's when he transforms into T. Diddy. Profundity regarding Thanksgiving.
Happy Thanksgiving.
Happy Thanksgiving.
Back.
Happy Thanksgiving back.
Happy Thanksgiving back, Rose.
I forgot about that character.
Back Rose.
Not to be confused with Front Rose.
To be confused with Corn Rose.
Or Shaggy's Rut Rose.
Row, rose your boat. Rose v. Wade. Every rose has its thorn.
Country roads, take me home.
We are celebrating this week in the US of A a great national holiday called Thanksgiving. It is a time to reflect on what we're thankful for.
A lot of the times it seems like kind of the focus, the emphasis, the encouragement socially and contextually for us is to really think about what we can get or what we can hoard or if we should be entitled or, you know, what are the things we're missing out on.
Treat yourself.
Treat yourself. The sad thing is that causes a lot of people just to get caught up in that and to forget the things that they either already have that they should be thankful for or, maybe things that they have that are beyond kind of just even the bare necessities. The old Bing Crosby tune, and you're worried and you can't sleep, just count your blessings instead of sheep and you'll fall asleep counting your blessings. It's kind of this...
Fall asleep, counting your blessings.
But it's just this nice...
When your bankroll is getting low, I think of when I had none at all, and I'll fall asleep, counting my blessings. Deucatonics. I think we spend a lot of time focusing on what we don't have rather than what we do have, and mindfully being thankful of those rather than taking them for granted, such as if you ate today or this week, that's a blessing. That's something to be thankful for. If you have relationships or family or someone that you can love and be loved by, that's something to be thankful for. What Jesus did on the cross, that's something to be thankful for. We never do it on our own. Internet access. If you're watching this video.
This video is something you could be thankful for.
Double true. As Dr. Dan was talking on Sunday about being thankful in every circumstance, throughout the book of Acts in this series we've been going through at church, you see over and over where Paul is imprisoned and praising his heart out, or he's been shipwrecked and beaten nearly to the point of death and then walking back into the city.
I like the picture of Paul because he was willing to be thankful and to give thanks and to express this attitude of gratitude for what Christ had done for us, that was not necessarily contingent upon how well things were going for him in kind of the natural sense. He was shipwrecked and beaten and flogged and stoned with stones, And yet you still see him when he's in prison. He's chained and he's singing psalms and basically having a worship service in the jail. And it's just this awesome reminder. I think we see it in Hebrews, and we also see it in the Psalms, where we're just encouraged to offer a sacrifice of thanksgiving or a sacrifice of praise. And, that's just a reminder that it's not always going to be something that overflows naturally because we're just simply overjoyed in our heart. There's going to be times where
there's a peace.
But there is a peace.
That's the difference,
right?
like Dan pointed out on Sunday. Like, being a Christian, you're guaranteed that you're going to go through hard times, that you're going to face trials. It's like, but here's the thing. If you're not a Christian, you're guaranteed the same thing. The difference between being a Christian and not is that you have this hope and a peace in every situation. And yeah, in the hope, you get this eternal perspective. You look at like James, where he's like, you consider it pure joy whenever you face trials of many kinds, because you know that the testing of your faith develops perseverance, and perseverance must finish its work in you so that you may be mature and complete, not lacking anything. And so in other ways, it's like, don't run from the scary situations, engage with them, but realizing that God is with you, walking through it with you, and that there is hope on the other side.
And that is something to be thankful for.
Double true.
Double true.
Happy Thanksgiving back.
Happy Thanksgiving back.
Happy Thanksgiving, guys. Love you. Like, comment, interact with us, and we'll see you next
And shout out to Kenzie, just cuz. All right, do your Happy Thanksgiving dance.
Happy dance. Happy dance.
Veloci-rapture.